Ron Yance, Tom Evans back with you. And they got right after this one, Tom. It is Case Western Reserve and Mount Union in the final duel of the afternoon here at the Claude Share Duel on the campus of Case Western Reserve University. So the Spartans with a win over Manchester moments ago in their duel. 9-2 on the year in duel matches. They'll try to finish off Mount Union.
A.J. Elizio, and I think that's Cameron Mitchell for Mount Union.
Aiden Pastor for Mount Union.
I'm sorry.
Elizio for Case Western Reserve. 125 pounds. Elizio lost in his match with Manchester.
Short drag there, come around behind, picks up his 3. Goes right into a 2-on-1. Trying to pop it out the side here. Going to look for a tilt for some back points.
EJ on the year at 11-9.
AJ coming across hard on that. Got that claw. Got to pop that wrist out the near side here. Good pressure by AJ. Got that leg up. Pressure across the spine. Now he's hipping into that. EJ. Can't read my own writing, Mr. Yance. EJ.
Tom, hip's real important right now.
Really got some torque there, coming across hard, picking up that far shoulder.
As long as EJ continues to work this, the
referee's going to let him go.
He's going to let him go.
He's working.
Yeah.
He's working the upper. He's coming across. He's trying to pick up the far shoulder. Now he's gone into the bar. He's going to let this go. As a matter of fact, he'd probably hit Pastor for stalling him for anything because he's got to present himself at some point in time.
He's got that half Nelson
Elizio
driving
now with
through.
the half in.
Yep.
Pastor pretty flexible right there. Now he's getting a little bit high in this. See that bar slipping up into a chicken wing. He'll stop it if it gets
close to danger.
Comes too high there. Does a nice job of coming across to the half.
And here we go. Lost the half.
No count. Now we're getting a count.
The count has started. We're moments from a fall.
Elizio's just got to settle his hips here.
Arch that back.
He does. He settles the hips down there. Pastor into a high bridge there.
That high bridge was outstanding by Pastor. Wow, good work.
It's a 4-point near fall for Elizio to take a 7-0 lead as the first period ends.
EJ Elizio and Aiden Pastor at 125 pounds.
Starting in neutral position here, the second period. Elizio kind of just snatched the knee there.
Yeah, it went
now
right
pulls
into
it in. There he goes, slides the arm out.
Pulls the ankle.
Got Pastor on his butt. Now he gets his 3. He's in a good position for back points here.
He can turn him right here, and he will.
With a half.
Look at this.
Looking to bow and arrow him right here.
And he is
picking up some more backs here.
Really got Pastor in an awkward position.
Boy, Pastor again with that neck bridge.
He's in trouble now.
This time Elizio's got the half deep. Got a reverse half here. Really pressuring down here.
Pastor fighting hard.
Again, Pastor bridging through on it.
Aiden Pastor. And
gets the fall.
He really put up a fight, though.
Lots of pressure by E.J. Elizio on that one as the Spartans take a 6-0 lead over the Mount Union Purple Raiders.
So Elizio gets his 12th win of the year and his 7th pin. His 75th win in his career. And here comes Art Martinez for Case Western Reserve. As I said, Spartans came into today's duels ranked 21st in the country in team duel rankings. Wartburg, the #1 college team in the country.
They're there every year. I think I saw Wartburg and Johnson and Wales had a meet last week, 2 of the top 5 teams in the country there.
We've got Martinez and Armstrong. Armstrong wrestling for Mount Union.
Lane Armstrong for the Purple Raiders.
Art was dominating in his match against Manchester.
Lane Armstrong, the freshman, comes in at 7-3. Gets the early stalling warning for backing off the mat against Martinez.
Martinez 21-1 on the year, his senior season here at Case Western Reserve. Very deliberate wrestler.
Just pulls that 2-on-1 down to the mat.
Boy, almost swept the leg.
To the leg. Now he just wants to make sure he keeps that on. Doesn't want to let Armstrong off the mat here. Going to back it back onto the mat so he can sweep it and get his takedown here. Now he's going to go high with it. Nice step through trip. He's got to pull his arm out to get his points. Doesn't get his 3.
Not yet.
Armstrong pops right back up with a whizzer. Good no call by the official there. Martinez trying to keep him back on the mat.
He literally had a shoestring on the edge of that mat. You were right, Tom, when you said the officials are really letting them wrestle the edge of the mat. Pulling him back in.
There's his 3.
That's a big pull.
Nice job by being patient there for Art Martinez. Now he's got the arm barred up right away. Going to go to work on top with 1:10 to go here in the first period.
Art trying to win his 126th match as a Spartan. Got a double arm bar.
He'll comes through on a tilt. Oh, he slips out of it.
And it's reversal points for the Purple Raider. Lane Armstrong got the crowd pumped for a moment
he
there.
Slipped out. He went to 2-on-1. He had that 2-on-1. He tried to roll through to get points with it, and Armstrong does a nice job of flattening his hips on it to get the reversal. That time Art got a little impatient looking for the back points.
Why did the crowd get so excited? Well, the reason is Art Martinez has not lost to a D3 opponent all season long. Nobody has touched
I
him.
think they know who Armstrong's wrestling here. Nice little outside
throw
shuck.
by.
Picks up a 3-point takedown there. Just Armstrong gets a little too extended on it.
And that's the end of the period. And it was a good one if your name is Art Martinez. Armstrong will stay on top. 7-2. Martinez will start on the bottom here in the second period. Martinez with the lead. Spartans off to a 6-0 lead in this duel. They got a pin at 125 by E.J. Elizio.
Martinez, good hand control, up and out, gets his 1.
Case Western Reserve trying to win their 10th dual meet of the season. They're 9-2 heading into this Mount Union duel.
He's got that underhook locked with the locked over top here. Armstrong trying to keep his hip away from him so he doesn't get thrown. Tries to step into a high crotch there, not having it, and comes up with a whizzer, Armstrong does. Martinez just trying to slip the arm out and come out the back here, pick up his 3.
And you can see on our lockdown station area camera that they are so far off the mat almost and close to this camera that they're almost out of the shot. And now they are.
Martinez gets his 3-point takedown there. Oh, no, neutral. He did not give the takedown. I thought he did.
Stays 8-2. Martinez with the lead over Armstrong. And we've got 52 seconds left in the second period. Trying to drag through. Armstrong trying to fight off of that. Martinez was exclusive at 133 a year ago, and he has certainly found that this is the weight class that works for him. 38-10 as a junior at 133, and he's 21-1 so far this year. Second period's in the books. It's 8-2. The senior Art Martinez with the lead. 5'6", 133 pounds.
Quickly gets the escape, back on the feet.
Martinez crawls at him like a leopard ready to pounce. He goes high.
Nice finish.
And that leads to the takedown. Almost led directly to back points. He's just going to push him out here, Tom.
Yep, gonna kick him out.
It's 11.
Gonna look for the.
And they gave him the point.
Gonna look for the takedown to the.
11-4. So Armstrong gets the escape point. Martinez has him right where he wants him, I guess. Tom, we saw this exact move a couple of times in Martinez's first match. Ties him up high.
Yep. Takes that down to a little short drag to the outside.
The
there's a little
Spartan.
Pick up that low ankle.
Senior with the lead. 45 seconds left.
Kind of played keep away a little bit. Got Art a little bit frustrated here. Art now going upper body with that lock again. Looking for the big throw. 12-4 with 30 seconds to go here in the third period.
Lane Armstrong with some aggressive reaches. Poking the bear, right?
Martinez behind. Lift.
Put him right on his head.
Nice job of Granby out of that by Armstrong to make sure that the points aren't awarded.
11
seconds to go. 12-4. Martinez in complete control, but Armstrong scrapping the whole way with it.
Yeah.
I think this is a little bit of a frustrating match for Art Martinez here. Although he'll pick up the major decision with that 4-point win.
12-4. The win for Art Martinez over Lane Armstrong. And for Art Martinez on the season, 2 wins today. He improves to 22-1 on the year.
Next up for the Spartans of Case Western Reserve, Hunter Keene at 141 pounds.
Keene, the only Spartan that can compete win-wise with his teammate Art Martinez this year. Keene got a win over Manchester and went to 22-5. So right now he and Martinez are tied with the most wins on the team this year with 22. Keene was impressive against his Manchester counterpart. And this is actually it's DeBow and Minden. Did they skip 141? Forfeit at 141. So we jump to 149.
Robert Minden and Jack DeBow.
It's 16-0 Spartans, and this one's going quick.
Oh, nice pick by Minden on DeBow. Great ankle pick for a takedown.
Well, Minden had a real inspiring match against Manchester. He pinned for a victory. It was fun to watch him be excited about his pin.
It's a stalling call, stop the stalling warning on Minden because he didn't come up off the ankle, so they'll reset. They stop the riding time in that situation. DeBow down here, 3-0. Bo trying to Granby out. Minden
Boy, just
stopping
holding
him
Hey.
mid-Granby. Picks up some back points there.
That'll take the lead from 3-0 to 7 when it's given, and now it's given. So it's 7-1. His teammates say it'll be there again. They say that to Robert Minden.
He's back in that 2-on-1, trying to come over the top. DeBow changes levels on him. Now he fires back into an underhook. DeBow tries to counter with a high crotch, and Minden blocks there. Now he
DeBow lost his headgear over his eyes there for a moment. When you're tied up, though, wrestling's all about feel.
That's
I mean,
right. You don't care. You
really
dare
don't.
reach to fix that headgear in the middle of the time.
No.
Minden again with that ankle pick. That's twice he's hit it, and you see DeBow's frustration over it. It's just got heavy feet, and Minden just taking advantage of that.
Boy,
now,
DeBow just almost like he mentally checked out for a moment there. In his anger about getting picked for the second time.
2 back points coming.
It's 12-1 as this period wraps up.
Minden's going to get called for locking hands on that. He can't lock the hands behind the leg there, and he realizes it now. So technical violation.
He'll give up
DeBow
a
get a point there. 12-2 with 1 second to go here in the period.
(12-2) as the period ends. Green is going to go, I think
neutral.
He's going to stand up on his feet.
Neutral.
Minden will. He'll choose up.
Minden, again, working that 2-on-1 in. He's taking it twice to that far ankle pick off a circle.
DeBow ought to just
DeBow
take his headgear
out
off.
of that.
Yeah. He has struggled with that headgear in this match.
Yeah.
Minute 35 left in this period. 12-2. The match score here between Minden and DeBow in favor of Case Western Reserve's Minden.
DeBow with a shot, and Minden right in the front headlock on him. Really pressuring DeBow. They're kind of stretching him out there. DeBow trying to post on the elbow, looking for maybe a drag out of it. Nope. Back to their feet.
Tom, if he were to get him extended a little more, he could just roll through that too, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Minden looking for that pick one more time.
They want him to jack that head down.
Well, he's got him underneath. Now he looks to punch it through. No.
Almost. The jack and the lift, right?
Yep, looking to take that straight across to his back. DeBow, kind of a sloppy shot. Minden gets called for stalling. Again, back in that front headlock position, and DeBow trying to work out of it. Minden just happy to keep him there and wear him out a little bit.
30 seconds left in this period. It's 12-2, commanding lead for Robert Minden. Minden, a sophomore here at Case Western Reserve. It's 12-19 a year ago. Almost all of those decisions came at this weight class, 149 pounds. And that wraps up the period. 12-2 as we head into the third and final period. They're going to get DeBow just a new headset.
Yeah.
He's hoping it changes the vibe of this match.
This one's going to be a little bit too tough. Let's see, he's got it on there. DeBow's choice in the third period. He chooses the down position, trailing 12-3. And then chops the arm, nice follow.
You know, Tom, you can understand Jack DeBow's frustration because
I've been getting back to his feet there and getting his one.
He's not used to being in this situation.
No.
He's 14-4 or 15-4 coming into this matchup with Minden right now.
He has not been able to penetrate Minden's defense off his feet. And Minden real solid in his stance there. Knows that he's got an 8-point lead. Knows that DeBow has to force the action. Although Minden does have a stalling warning. Again, looks for the high crotch and Minden blocks. Looks to drag off of it.
Minden trying to win for the second time in 2 tries today. He had a pin against Manchester.
DeBow in, deep on the shot, steps over. Should get his 3 here. Got the leg lock. Minden tries to come up on top. Now he's got the leg lock.
And he'll push him out of it.
Got to turn him loose
here. Turn him loose. It's 12-7.
He's got to clear before the referee gives his 1. Now he's got his 1. DeBow back in on the high crotch.
35 seconds left.
Trying to split the legs now.
If he gets the takedown, it's 13-10. He looks at the clock, checks out how much time he's got left.
He knows he's got to take him to his back here.
Got to free his own ankle.
He knows he's got to get him to his back to get some back points out of this.
He's got to get his left ankle out to get points. We're still at 13-7. And that ankle is being held on to tightly by Minden. Minden can see the clock too. It's inside 10 seconds. And this well-wrestled match is 2 seconds from ending. And that's it. Tom, that was fun to watch.
And again, DeBow gets down early, comes back a little bit at the end, but too little too late.
Minden with the win. And the Spartans continue the shutout. It's 19-0 as we head into 157.
Thomas Wagner and Giovanni Dunick. Who we had scheduled here. We'll see if that's who we got.
We'll wait for the official word from Fast Eddie Karakas. And here comes Fast Eddie running across the gym with the match sheet. Thank you, Eddie. Wagner and Dunick. Giovanni at this weight class this year, 11 wins. Wagner, one of the top wrestlers in the country at 157 pounds. He's in the top 20. (19-5) is Wagner's record at 157, and he's got the single.
Popping on the underhook to the outside single. Dunick trying to counter. Wagner trying to finish. No points yet. Sweeps the leg. He's got to pick up the far ankle to get his 3.
Still no points. Still no points.
Now he tries to roll through it. Nice job. Now we get into a scramble position.
Dunick doing a great job just staying alive right now.
Yep. Nothing doing there.
He has wrestled to live another.
Good scramble by Dunick, keeping Wagner from getting the takedown. Wagner and low on the single again. Dunick, nice job of coming locking in the crotch. We saw Dunick do this in the first match, come around several times. Get a stalemate out of that, get them back on their feet again.
Dunick doing a real great job of staying away from Wagner right now.
Again, Wagner trying to finish.
He just
behind.
Can't.
Has not been able to finish on Dunick yet, though. He's working his way up the leg. He's got to pick up the far ankle and
pull him back in.
Hand pressure to the mat. There's the
close.
3. He got the 3.
And they gave him the takedown.
Yep.
They continue to wrestle on the edge of the mat. They'll bring him back to the middle. Wagner will be on top. Wrapping up the Claude Share duels here at Case Western Reserve. It's been a nice afternoon. 3-0 Wagner for Case Western Reserve on top, in the lead and in control right now.
Wagner with the spiral, trying to roll it back, looking for some back points there. Try to expose, now popping his hips out. Got to stretch Dunick a little bit. Getting the count from the referee. Oh, he's got him over.
He's going to get a pin.
Gets the fall.
And there it is.
Wow.
That
just
happened
like that.
In the blink of an eye.
Thomas Wagner, a lot of pressure there. 25-0, favor of the Spartans. Case Western Reserve.
Wagner with his 20th win. 20-5 as a sophomore. Number 20 comes via the pin.
165, we should have Marty Landis from Case and Aiden Stecker from Mount Union.
Give you a quick little history again on this. The namesake of this tournament, Claude Scherer, was the wrestling coach for the Case Institute of Technology starting in 1928. He led the program for over 30 years. The only time he didn't lead it, Tom, was he was called into service in World War II.
I remember seeing that in a record book someplace. Yeah.
They actually stopped the program from 1942 to 46 here at Case Western because of war service. So Stecker and Landis right here.
Pops up into a double underhook. Stecker with a good job of blocking with his forehead there.
Marty Landis, a senior out of Zeeland, Michigan.
Both wrestlers working the collar tie inside there. Working the center of the mat. Landis changing levels a little bit. Stecker just staying in that square defensive stance.
Stecker is a solid defensive wrestler, at least what we saw in that match against Manchester.
Stalemate, bring him back up. Nothing happening down there.
Marty trying to get his 10th win of the year. In his career, he's wrestled at 3 different weight classes, 157, 165, and 174. But the 174 really only one match. The bulk of his career has come at 157 and 165.
Looks pretty comfortable here at 165.
He's got over 60 wins at those 2 weight classes. Marty's a senior. Tom, you get to your senior year in any sport, especially at an academically rigorous school like Case Western Reserve, it's a feather in your cap, isn't it?
Yeah.
Athletically and academically.
To have been able to manage that time and the commitment that athletics, and I don't care what division you're in, that there's a huge time commitment.
Marty's a pre-med major, biology. So his work academically is just starting.
Yeah.
It's scoreless after a period. Tom, that leads me to my next observation or question, and I'm a little biased in this because I wrestled, but I mean the discipline that you learn as a wrestler really translates into other things in your life.
Everything you do in your
everything,
life. Absolutely,
right?
Yeah. Yep.
You know, so if you're a pre-med major, you are getting help mentally from your discipline that you've learned as a wrestler. Just the academic discipline that you've got to face.
And a lot of times the athletic part of this is that kind of that stress relief you need from that constant rigor of the academics.
Marty right in on a single leg.
After Stecker clears on the escape, lead 1-0 here, but Landis right back in on him.
Shaping up to be a solid match.
Landis trying to work into the underhook there.
Minute 20 left in the second period.
Again, Landis trying to snap him down into a front headlock there, and Stecker's not having it, staying solid in the stance. Stecker with a shot. Landis, nice sprawl. Tries to spin behind, nothing doing. This time Landis with a kind of a half shot, and Stecker with a block.
These guys are wearing each other out right now.
I think Stecker,
it was a flurry of activity.
Stecker had a hard time in the third period against Manchester, against Van Guten. Inside of a minute here in the second period.
Again.
Landis, nice and deep. Stecker trying to peel it out of there. Now he goes
into the double.
Now he's got the hips trapped.
And there's the takedown.
Nice finish, and he's got the leg turked. He's looking for back points here, too.
Boy, if he can pull just a little bit more, drive that shoulder through, and here we go.
There we go.
This could lead to a pin.
Got that.
Stecker doing everything he can to stay alive.
He's readjust that claw across there. Tightens that down.
10 seconds left in the period.
Little 7-point play for Marty Landis there.
Boy, what a flurry.
Yep.
And that'll wrap the period. 4 back points. It goes from 1-0 to 7-1 in favor of the Spartan.
Landis goes neutral in the third period with a 7-1 lead.
I got to believe that Marty feels good on his feet.
Yep.
Yeah. Stecker coming out strong in this period. I mean, he is really getting after Marty Landis.
I don't think he's too happy with that 7-point play he gave up there at the end of the second period. Landis, had a nice job, had him in the front headlock there, but as soon as the foot touches the floor there, they're out of bounds.
Marty in his senior season here at Case Western, if you look all the way back to his years as a high school wrestler at Zeeland East, he won 149 matches, lost only 30. Probably aren't too many situations, Tom, that he hasn't seen.
You're right. That's a lot of high school matches.
Inside a minute left. 55 seconds left for Marty Landis, up 7-1. But you bet he knows that he turned 7 points in a matter of like 10 seconds, that could happen to him, too.
He's got Stecker pretty frustrated right now. Stecker takes a little bit of a long shot there, and Landis, nice job of countering. Nice shot by Landis there. Stecker walked right into it. Oh, not able to finish. Good kick out by Stecker. Inside of 20 seconds to go in the bout here.
Spartans want one more shot. We got 5 seconds left. I think they're going to keep it right where they're at, and that's it. Marty Landis with a real nice win. You wrestled for 3 periods, 6 minutes, and it really came down to about a 10-second stretch in that second period.
Nice, solid defensive wrestling for Landis, waiting for something to open up for him, takes advantage of it, gets the 7-1 win.
So we head to 174.
Chase Crutchley for Case Western Reserve. Not sure if this is Jake Starkey or not for Mount Union.
Crutchley against Starkey.
Yep, Jake Starkey for the Purple Raiders.
Boy, after today, Case Western will actually travel to Manchester, Indiana to take on the Spartans in the Spartan Mat Classic a week from today. So they'll see Manchester again next week in 7 days.
A little tournament action over in Indiana.
And then, Tom, they're back home here against Washington and Jefferson in an evening duel. And then they travel to Wheaton, Illinois the last weekend of January in the Pete Wilson Invite. They've got a John Suma Invitational in Berea in early February. And then right in the middle of the month of February, they're in Gotham. They're in Manhattan for the University Athletic Association Championships. And what awaits them there are 2 of the top 20 teams in the country, the Maroons of the University of Chicago, number 18, and the Violets of NYU at number 20. And the Spartans right now, as we stand here today, 21. This is Crutchley wrestling for Case Western against Starkey.
We saw the Maroons really kind of dominate that meet last year.
Boy, we really did. Yep. Case Western hosted the UAA championships last year. Tom and I got a chance to call the action. It was in the Veal Athletic Center, the field house, which is right next to Horsburgh Gymnasium here, and there were mats everywhere.
Actually back to that 2-on-1, trying to work that 2-on-1. Minute 25 to go here in the first period. No score. Crutchley of Case, Starkey of Mount Union. Both these wrestlers dropped to ranked Michael Betts from Manchester.
Betts was as advertised.
Yes, yeah. He's the real deal.
Crutchley trying to get his 18th win on the year. He's 17-8 as he stands tied up here. No score. Zeros on the board. Team total is Case Western 28, Mount Union 0. A shutout for the Spartans right now. You know, you look around the walls here in Horsburgh Gymnasium, and this period will come to an end, and it's scoreless. Tom, if you look to our left, you see the banners on the wall, and they represent NCAA appearances by teams and individuals. And if you look at the wrestling banners, there are 3 levels of them.
Yep.
And Bob Del Rosa was responsible for almost every one of those years where there were NCAA individuals or teams on the mats from Case Western Reserve represented on a national level. In your history, and you're a National Hall of Famer in the world of wrestling, did you ever come across Coach Del Rosa?
Actually, Coach Del Rosa. I knew Coach Del Rosa pretty well. His daughter worked for me at Cuyahoga Heights. He was a teacher for me, and his son was an outstanding wrestler about the same time I was wrestling at Nordonia High School. Knew the Del Rosas well, and Cuyahoga Heights Fred Livesey came here from Cuyahoga Heights and wrestled for Coach Del Rosa. I got to see him a couple of times, but simply just a fantastic job back then. And back when Cleveland State was going great guns in Division I, and John Carroll, I think, was either a national champ one year in Division III. You had Bob Del Rosa over here at Case with continual excellence over here, and really kind of the heyday of wrestling here in Northeast Ohio on the college level.
Starkey got that escape, and it's the only point so far in this match. Starkey from Mount Union over Crutchley right now, 1-0. Dick Bonacci at Cleveland State. When you mentioned Cleveland State, I remember when I was a high school wrestler at, am I remembering it? Bonacci, correct?
Yes, yeah. Absolutely.
When I was a high school wrestler at Midview, Cleveland State was hosting Iowa in a duel, and Dan Gable was the coach at Iowa at that time. And I was the captain of our wrestling team at Midview, and I brought a bunch of guys out. We went to the match, and I had a USA hat on, and Gable, of course, was the, of Olympic fame,
right,
both as a wrestler and as a coach. And we went down to say hello to him before the match, in awe of the great Dan Gable. He looked at my hat, and he shook my hand. He said, "That's a nice hat you got on there, son."
I was in Woodling Gym when the Cleveland State Vikings knocked off the number 2 ranked Oklahoma Sooners. The Sooners came in. Stan Abel was their coach, and the Vikings knocked them off that day. And that gym was rocking and rolling. Tony DiGiovanni and Gary Ceresi and Toby Matinee and Steidel and Tim Payne, all famous names for the Cleveland State Vikings back in the day.
Well, you're right about that heyday when you go back there and you look at what was done. But how about this current Spartan team? And when I say team, I mean it in every way possible. Their head coach, David Shapiro, talked to us before today's duel started, and you brought up depth, and he said that's the secret sauce for us this year. And for the first time, even given all of that history that we just talked about, for the first time as a team, they're nationally ranked. They've had plenty of great individuals, All-Americans, national, qualifiers over the years, and there's an escape to tie it at 1 with 80 seconds left. It's great to be a part of a team, isn't it, Tom?
Absolutely, without question. And people think about wrestling being the ultimate individual sport, but if you haven't wrestled, you don't understand that really in matches like this, you do feed off your teammates and off of momentum and everything else. Crutchley,
and there's a takedown.
Job, picking the ankle,
boy,
coming around.
Strength and balance.
Great job by Crutchley there.
It's 4-1. Case Western Reserve University's Crutchley in the lead. 50 seconds left in the period. Spartans trying to hold on to a shutout, team-wise. These two guys just trying to find whatever they got left right now.
The tanks,
and they are tired.
Tanks inside of a quarter right now. There.
I used to kid my basketball friends. I said, you try to flex every muscle in your body without breathing for 6 straight minutes. No break, no timeout. The only time you get is when you go off the mat back to the center of the mat, and that takes like 3 seconds. It is a tough sport.
It's a conversation my wife and I have all the time because she was a swimmer and she likes to brag on swimming. I said, well, that's aerobically, that's very challenging, but it's nothing like what wrestling does to you physically.
And that is a well-earned win by Chase Crutchley. 4-1 or 5-1. He'll get the extra point. 5-1 the final. Crutchley the winner. He's got his 18th win of the season, and he'll walk off with a smile on his face. It's 31-0 team-wise. Case Western over Mount Union right now.
Let's go, Gum. Blake Chrisman looked very impressive in his first match for Mount Union against Matt Gamere. You mentioned before, Chrisman was the OAC Wrestler of the Week a couple weeks back. Pinned, I think, the 2nd or 3rd ranked wrestler in the country. 10th ranked.
Yeah.
Came back.
Averett.
His dad was telling me he was down in that match. Kid just kept battling back, got down early, and he got the pin late in the match. But that's Blaine Chrisman. He's a lay it all on the line wrestler. He's constantly looking for more points, and see him try the The headlock here doesn't come out of it.
Gamir wrestled well.
Gamir was solid.
Yeah. That win that my partner Tom's talking about for Chrisman came in the Gator Boot Duels. Luther College hosted it, and it was against 10th ranked nationally, Khalil Mitchell out of Averett. He was a two-time national qualifier. And Chrisman beat him. This is Blaine trying to stay away from Gamir right now. 184-pound match. One left after this one. Or two left, actually. 97 and then the heavy. It's been a dominating match for Case Western, but not as quick as that Manchester Mount Union match was.
Pin,
that thing was 40 minutes long.
They're making referee Ernest keep this one. Halfway through the first period here, inside a minute 30 to go.
You know, I mentioned on the horizon, schedule-wise for Case Western, that Washington and Jefferson comes here to this gymnasium at the end of the month. Mount Union wrestled W&J in the President's Athletic Conference in a duel earlier this year, back in early December, and Mount knocked off W&J 23-15 in a real tight duel.
Gamir in the underhook, kind of that lock over the top there. Chrisman doing a nice job of keeping his forehead in, and not quite the counter shot he wanted. Gamir does a nice job of squaring him up there.
No points yet. 35 seconds left in the period.
Gamir, the double underhook, really trying to jack up Chrisman. Referee tells him center, wants him to work the middle of the mat. They circle back in.
Blaine on the year for Mount Union with 14 wins. The only teammate with more wins is Jack DeBow at 149 pounds. Their heavyweight, Stephen Mayer, is right there with 14 as well. So one period in the books, and we are scoreless. And Chrisman says, I'd like to start on the mat.
Let me get my one and put a little pressure on Gamir here, maybe. Nice.
And there's the reversal.
Boy, beautiful switch by Chrisman, kind of walking that out and getting Gamir extended and then just hitting a good old-fashioned switch to come around for two. Tying up that near leg. As I said before, Chrisman always looking to score. I think he's the all-time leader in near falls at Medina High School. I think I saw on their record board over the holidays that kicks Gamir out. He's just aggressive all the time.
It's confidence, right?
Yep.
This is Gamir trying to get two back. Or three back.
Takedown.
Yep, there's the takedown. And he controls the wrist. Tom, the simple act, and you can't tie your hands up around the waist, of just holding the waist down with one arm is unbelievable.
He's got him.
Look
He's
at
caught
this.
him.
Chrisman's got Gamir on his back, and this could end in a moment. Wow, that happened quickly. How did Gamir get out of that?
I don't know. He stepped. Great job by Blaine Chrisman stepping across in that spladle, though. I don't know how Gamir got out of that.
I tell you what, that was Houdini. Blaine Chrisman looked over at Gamir and just gave him that look like, how in the world did you get out of that? You know, it's one of the dangerous things about wrestling, right? In a blink of an eye, you could be on your back staring at the ceiling, and you really don't know how it happened.
I think Gamir thought he was trying to come out the back door right there. Chrisman just caught him.
20 seconds left in the period. It's Chrisman up 8-4 in a very entertaining match.
Lacing his leg. He's looking for it again. He's coming across there. Blaine was trying to lace his leg inside.
He gets the point.
Gamir wasn't going to have it that time.
5 seconds left. It's 8-5. And it will end 8-5 after 2 periods. We've got 1 left. So if Chrisman pushes him out, it's 8-6. He pushed him out earlier. Does he push him out here, or does he try to ride him for a while?
No, I think he tries to stay on him. From just what I've seen early on here, it looked like he was working some stuff on top and see if he can pick something up, a tilt or something to pad the lead a little bit. He's got the bar right now. He's got Gamir flat on the mat.
Hip control too. Yeah, he's got him flat now.
He's going to be very aggressive about coming out after this. Tries to come back across with a half on the other side and the back side. He's got himself a little bit high right now. Gamir looking to sneak out the back door.
Trying to slip out. It's strength on strength right now.
Trying to reach back inside for kind of in a Peterson position.
But and here comes the turn. No points yet.
Oh, Chrisman's trying to lock on the arm, trying to stuff his head underneath, looking for some back points himself here.
Look what Gamir has done. He has gotten himself out of that, for the moment, at least off the side of his back.
Chrisman was trying that, looking for that fall off spladle again, comes back around.
Going to try to come out of that. They'll dance to the edge, and there's a point.
Gets the one.
It's 8-6, minute left, 3rd period. Maybe the most entertaining match of this duel between Mount Union and Case Western Reserve. 53 seconds left.
Gets one for stalling for backing off there.
Here we go. In a 31-0 team blowout, this is a welcome match.
Gamir with the stalling warning, Chrisman without. Chrisman in the over-under tie here. Gamir knows he's got to make some action happen here. I think Gamir wants to free out of that tie. This is kind of where Chrisman wants him here.
We got 25 seconds left.
There. I think this is where Chrisman's at home down here.
And turning, and takedown and back points could end in a pin. Boom, there it is.
He does.
Wow.
Wow.
It's 8-6, and then suddenly with 12 seconds left, it's a pin.
Gamir tried that little shallow duck out the backside there, and Blaine Chrisman was not having it.
That was entertaining. I mean, it'll show up in the score as a pin, but man, that was a great match.
That's classic Blaine Chrisman, though. He doesn't bore you to death, that's for sure.
Two left. 197 and heavy.
McFetrick and Xander Goldman. Goldman dropped down from heavyweight last match.
197 is his traditional weight class. But he's got Aiden Gassel as a teammate, so Xander's had to float a little bit.
So Braden McFetrick with the early lead, 3-0 here.
McFetrich at 197 this year coming into today. 3 wins, 8 losses.
Goldman quick out the escape. 2 minutes and 15 seconds to go here in the first period.
Goldman coming into today. Overall, he is 9-9. 6-2 in this weight class, 197.
McFetrick try to work into that 2-on-1 out front. Goldman trying to answer with the same move. Halfway through the first period here, McFetrick leads 3-1.
Jim has gotten really quiet.
Goldman.
Shot by Goldman. And
kind of peels him off. Tries to step in, looking for the inside trip on it.
boy, Goldman doing a nice
with the
job.
reshot.
Trying to pull up that double.
There.
Minute 11 left. McFettridge with the 3-1 opening period lead.
That's a collar tie going on in the middle of the mat here.
30 seconds left in this period.
Goldman kind of pummels into an underhook there. McFettridge. Now he goes to the body lock, looking for the trip. McFettridge tries to throw.
Nothing yet.
Goldman
Absolutely nothing yet.
Nothing.
Still, there's
Goldman
the takedown.
Spins behind on that. Counters off of McFettridge's throw.
Boy, the balance
Gets
of
the
both
boot in there, yeah.
wrestlers there. With 11 seconds left in the period, Goldman fought out of that and got the takedown. And he leads 4-3. Boy, that was a, teeter-totter between.
Yep.
You didn't know who was going to get that
or
if anybody
trip,
would.
And then he went for the throw out of the over-under and kind of rolled through it. And we're going to be neutral here as we start the second period.
Tom, I'm going to tell you some names here. Division III college wrestling. I already mentioned Wartburg, #1 in the country. Augsburg, #2. You heard of them?
They're every year, too. Yep.
And then University of Wisconsin at La Crosse, #3. Loris 5, Roanoke 6, North Central 7, Johnson and Wales, you mentioned them, 8, Central 9, Co wraps out the top 10.
Last look I saw, Baldwin Wallace was amongst that group too.
15th in the latest coaches poll that came out this week, and that had the Spartans of Case Western Reserve at 21. If you're looking at any other Ohio schools in that top 24, Ohio Northern is at 24.
Ron Beechler, longtime coach out at Ohio Northern.
Looking for the takedown, the
Goldman,
lift.
nice, comes around back,
and there it is.
The mat. Nice job.
4-3 turns to 7-3 inside a minute in this period.
Got the arm threaded through. He's looking for the tilt there. Careful not to get caught underneath.
He got in his own way, didn't he? Yeah.
Look, now he's looking for the cradle. He's got the cradle locked
bring
up.
it back.
McFettridge steps out of it. Good job by Goldman staying with that. Kind of works his way back into a little bit of a fireman's carry to finish that back off. Not giving up any points there.
Pulls the wrist, drives the elbow. Trying to tilt.
There with the tilt with the roll through this time. He's going to get some back points here.
And he's going to get.
He's got to be careful.
He almost got
his hands off there. Yeah.
It's 11-3, and it could end here in moments.
And
Goldman
it did with a chin back.
5 seconds left in the period, and it ends in a pin.
Goldman with a little chin back there.
How about that
for
Xander Goldman?
37-6. And they're going to forfeit to Stephen Mara here at heavyweight.
And that's going to wrap it up.
The final
there you see the forfeit.
12.
Spartans improved to 10-2 in dual matches this year. And their march to the national recognition, top 21, continues. A very successful Claude Share duel here at Horsburgh Gymnasium. Tom, your thoughts on what you saw today?
Just a good, solid performance by the Spartans today here at home. Really solid up and down the lineup against two two pretty good teams here, and really, I think Coach has got to be really happy with what he saw today.
David Shapiro, in his third season, has his team ranked 21st in the country. And as we've mentioned a couple of times, but it bears repeating, first time in program history that the team has been ranked in the top 25 nationally. They've had unbelievable success individually over the years with NCAA qualifiers and recognition. But this year, in this moment, they are really built for team and tournament, and it was on display today. Up next for Case Western, they actually travel to Manchester, Indiana. Wouldn't it be neat to go to Manchester across the pond?
Yeah.
You wouldn't be wrestling over there. You'd be playing soccer.
Soccer, yeah.
But
I'm making a trip across the pond next month. So.
yeah, your rugby buddies
Yes,
from
I
Ohio
am.
State.
Yes, I am.
That'll be dangerous, so you be careful. They travel to the Spartan Mat Classic in Manchester, Indiana next. That's a week from today. And then we'll see them here at home on January 23rd. Washington and Jefferson comes to Cleveland to take on the Spartans in a duel. For the Sports Information Director here on campus, Fast Eddie Karakis, I'd like to thank Fast Eddie for all he does for helping me and Tom prepare for a broadcast like we do today. For the Vice President of Broadcast Communications in the Athletic Department, John Schwartz, thank you to John. And I saw the Director of Athletics, TJ Shelton, today. A rare sighting over the holiday break. I think TJ might have taken his own vacation, so it was good to see TJ. Thanks to TJ. Thanks to my partner, Tom Evans. My name's Ron Yantz. It was our true pleasure to bring you Spartan Wrestling today here from Horsburgh Gymnasium. So the Spartans get 2 wins in the duel, the Claude Schur duel. They knock off Manchester, and they pummel Mount Union. Tom, great to see you.
Great seeing you. Thanks for having me.
Have a great and safe weekend, everybody.